Hello Leute, welcome to today's Lektion, and today we shall be looking at Lektion 27, whereby we shall be looking at Nicht, Trennbare Verben, that is non-separable verbs. And I'll start by saying that non-separable verbs have prefixes that are never separated from the verbs, and also they are never stressed and do not take ge in the past participle, that is in perfect. And perfect we shall look it in later lessons. Now I want us to go ahead and look at these prefixes, and when you look at one prefix we are going to give some Beispiele, and we are going to have their meaning in English. And I'm going to start with prefix be. The examples we have bezahlen, which means to pay, besuchen, which means to visit, benutzen, which means to use. Then from there I want us to go ahead and look at prefix ent, and ent we have entstehen, which means to arise or emerge. We have entfernen, which means to remove, entdecken, to discover. Then after ent we have prefix emp, whereby we have empfehlen, which means to recommend, empfinden, which means to feel or perceive. Then after that we have another example. We have empfangen, which means to receive. Now after that prefix we have another prefix, which is er, and examples here we have erklären, which means to explain. We have erreichen, which means to reach or achieve. Then we have erkennen, which means to recognize. Then we have ge as our next prefix, and we have their examples here, whereby we have gehören, which means to belong, gelingen, which means to succeed, geschehen, which means to happen. Then from there we have this another prefix, which is miss, and examples we have missverstehen, to misunderstand, missbrauchen, to misuse or to abuse. We have prefix fair. We have verlieren, to lose, verstehen, to understand, verkaufen, to sell. Then from there we have prefix sehr. We have zerstören, to destroy. Then we have zerbrechen, to break into pieces. Then we have also prefix hinter, whereby we have hinterlassen, which means to leave behind. We have hinterfragen, which means to question deeply. Then from there we still have this prefix über, whereby we have überreden, which means to persuade. We have überholen, which means to overtake or pass. Then we have überschreiten, which means to exceed or cross. Now, having looked at that, I want us to go ahead and look at Beispiele im Satz. And Beispiel Nummer 1 we have ich besuche meine Oma, which means I'm visiting my grandmother or my grandma. Then we have ich empfehle dieses Buch, which means I recommend this book. Then we have erklärt die Grammatik, he explained the grammar. Then we have wir haben ihn missverstanden, so that means we misunderstood him. Then we have the last one, verliert seine Tasche, so that means he's losing his bag. So those are some of the Beispiel im Satz, and that's how we go ahead and use Nicht, Trennbare Verben in Satz. Now, having done that, marked the end of this lection, and it was a straightforward lection, because like there is nothing hard here, so it's just straightforward, and the rest of the work is for you to practice, because practice make it perfect. And also just a kind request, don't forget to support this YouTube channel by subscribing, like the content, and also you can share the content with your friends. So that's all on this lection. Let us meet in the next lection. Tschüss, bis bald. Bis morgen.